I am Annabelle. Subscribe to our channel.
10.
Reddit user Tony the Tiger 2016 recently shared a creepy Polaroid photo that has left viewers feeling uneasy. According to him, the photo was taken 3 years ago, but went completely unnoticed until recently, when he found it lying on the floor of his child's bedroom. A closer look reveals something disturbing in the background, a strange dark figure that seems completely out of place. The eerie figure quickly caught the attention of Reddit users, sparking heated discussions. Since Polaroid photos are notoriously difficult to digitally alter, this made the incident even scarier and harder to dismiss. Some users speculated that the figure might simply be an innocent Halloween decoration or scarecrow in the background. But others were convinced it could be genuine paranormal evidence, a ghostly presence accidentally captured on film. With no definitive explanation, this chilling photograph remains an unresolved mystery. What do you think? Is it just an innocent decoration? Or could this Polaroid have actually captured something supernatural?
9.
This short and terrifying video was uploaded to YouTube in April 2014 by a user named Magnus Rism. The video's brief and eerie description simply says, "My friend caught something scary on tape. See for yourself." In this chilling footage, a man cautiously investigates a house in Norway that is said to be haunted, armed only with a flashlight. He slowly moves through the dark, abandoned rooms as the tension steadily builds. Then, in the final terrifying moments, the beam of his flashlight lands on something truly horrifying, a pale, ghostly face staring straight back at him. The video cuts off suddenly, leaving viewers with the haunting image. In the comments, people are strongly divided. Some believe this is real evidence of paranormal activity, while skeptics argue it may just be a clever prank or a trick of the light. To this day, the true nature of whatever was lurking in that Norwegian house remains unknown.
Lurks in that Norwegian house remains unexplained. Ah!
8.
Tragedy strikes during a stop on the nationwide tour of the supposedly possessed Annabelle doll. One of the doll's handlers was found dead in his hotel room at the age of 54. On July 17, 2025, the paranormal community was shocked by the sudden death of Dan Rivera, a leading paranormal investigator and official handler of the infamous Annabelle doll, a figure surrounded for decades by claims of the supernatural, death, and controversy. Rivera had been touring the country showcasing Annabelle when tragedy struck unexpectedly. While staying at a hotel during the tour, Rivera was discovered dead at 54. Authorities reported no suspicious circumstances surrounding his death. However, the unsettling timing and connection to Annabelle sent shockwaves through the paranormal community, reigniting fears and fascination with the doll's alleged powers. The notorious Annabelle doll first came to worldwide attention through the chilling investigations of renowned paranormal experts Ed and Lorraine Warren, whose stories inspired the Conjuring films. The Warrens repeatedly warned that the doll, allegedly possessed by a malevolent entity, should never be touched directly or removed from its blessed protective case. Earlier this year, when viral online rumors spread claiming the haunted doll had mysteriously vanished from its secure display at the Warrens' Occult Museum, Rivera himself had reassured the public in a widely shared TikTok post that Annabelle remained safely locked away. Now, following his sudden death, that reassurance feels especially eerie. Tony Spera, current overseer of Annabelle and protege of the Warrens, has urged caution and respect for the doll, stating that it should never be underestimated or treated as a joke. Online commenters echoed the same sentiment after Rivera's passing, with one particularly striking remark saying, "Ed and Lorraine Warren clearly said to never ever open the case." They also said never to touch the doll either. People really do lack common sense. Although authorities have not officially linked Rivera's death to anything paranormal, The tragedy has undeniably reignited intense speculation and unease surrounding Annabelle's alleged powers.
7.
A doorbell camera may have captured the ghost of a woman from the 1940s taking a morning stroll, according to one article. Jackie Batt, a 55-year-old mother from Staffordshire, UK, went out for a morning walk on her cul-de-sac on February 4, 2025. Unbeknownst to her, a neighbor's doorbell camera recorded something strange during that walk. The footage, later posted on Facebook, shows Jackie coming back home, walking down the street, but it also shows a tall, translucent woman in old-fashioned clothes walking in the opposite direction, right past Jackie. Jackie says she didn't see anyone else on the street at that time. No tall woman, nothing unusual. So she was shocked when her neighbor, 46-year-old Carrie Ann Doherty, sent her the clip and asked, "Did you see this lady?" When Jackie watched the video, she said, "Wow," in disbelief. She is clearly visible while walking, and right behind her is the ghostly figure that Jackie swears was not there in real life. The story quickly drew attention, and locals began speculating about who or what the apparition might be. Jackie Batt, who calls herself a believer in the supernatural, came up with a theory. Since their housing estate was built in the 1940s for local miners and their families, she suspects this ghostly woman was the wife of a miner from that time. Perhaps this lingering spirit still roams the neighborhood, wearing her period clothes, trapped in a loop from decades ago. If it truly was the ghost of a miner's wife, perhaps she was out on her daily errand, now forever bound to the streets of the estate. This encounter turned a simple morning walk into a brush with the unknown, and now the entire community is left wondering about the ghostly resident who walks among them.
Six.
Madison Elaine had always known that something wasn't quite right about her parents' bedroom. For years, she and her siblings had reported hearing strange footsteps and seeing shadowy figures move through the room, even when no one else was home. One night, Madison stayed home sick while her family went out to dinner. Alone in the house, she suddenly heard her mother's voice clearly calling her name from inside that very bedroom, a room she knew for certain was empty. She recalls,
"And not even 2 minutes later, coming from where my mom's room is at, I hear her voice go, 'Madison.' I text her, I'm like, 'Hey, I can hear you saying my name. Are you sure you took the boys, or did Dad come and pick them up and take them?' And she just responds back and she's like, 'What are you talking about? You literally saw me walk out the door and leave with them.'
Frightened but determined to document whatever might happen, Madison started filming from her spot on the living room chair. She says,
Alright guys, so here we go. So right there you see the shadow come out of the room. Remember, nobody else is home."
The footage shows something deeply disturbing. At first, a dark shape swiftly passes across the bedroom doorway. Madison repeats,
Alright guys, so here we go. So right there you see the shadow come out of the room. Remember, nobody else is home.
Moments later, something even more unsettling happens.
You see something squatted down on the ground trying to go back into the room.
A shadowy figure, moving slowly and deliberately, crawls out of the room on what looks like hands and knees, only to retreat back inside.
There's nothing physically there that can make that shadow. Boom. You see something squatted down on the ground trying to go back into the room.
There is nothing physically present that could have created such a shadow. You can clearly see something crouched down on the floor, trying to go back into the room. Madison insists she was completely alone and that there was nothing visible that could have cast such an eerie shadow. To this day, she firmly believes these videos captured genuine paranormal activity, and many viewers agree.
Remember, nobody else is home. There's nothing physically there that can make that shadow. Boom. You see something squatted down on the ground trying to go back into the room.
5.
Recently resurfaced CCTV footage, reportedly from March 2019, has left viewers seriously spooked. In this eerie video, a security guard is seen quietly doing his nightly rounds inside a funeral home. At first, everything appears normal as he calmly walks through the empty main hall. But then something truly terrifying happens. Out of nowhere, a young boy dressed entirely in white suddenly appears, sprinting quickly across the room behind the unsuspecting guard. What makes the moment even creepier is that the guard doesn't react at all. He doesn't seem to notice the child's presence. Just moments later, the boy completely vanishes from sight. Later, when asked about the footage, the guard confirmed that he hadn't seen or heard anything unusual during his shift. It wasn't until a colleague showed him the chilling video that he realized he had apparently shared the room with a ghostly child. Since the footage went public, viewers have been deeply unsettled, with many convinced this could be real paranormal evidence, especially given the unsettling setting of a funeral home. So, who was this child running through an empty funeral parlor late at night? As always, I'll leave that up to you. Share your thoughts down in the comments below.
4.
An old YouTube clip that has been quietly haunting viewers for almost 2 decades. This clip, originally uploaded to YouTube by a user named Miss Laura B, was filmed inside a house in Toronto that was undergoing renovations. The person behind the camera appears to be inspecting the house and mentions that the renovation work is behind schedule.
18 days behind schedule. These guys were working for 6 months. We had no idea what they were doing. Our renovation was not gone to any schedule.
But then something strange happens. A loud banging sound is heard off camera. When the camera quickly swings around, something that looks like a little girl can be seen peeking out from behind a doorway. It happens so quickly that you might miss it, but it leaves a lasting impression. According to the uploader, they were completely alone in the house when the footage was recorded. Over the years, many viewers have claimed that this is real evidence of a haunting, suggesting that the girl might be the ghost of a former resident or someone connected to the house's history. Others, however, offer a more rational explanation, suggesting that the camera operator might have accidentally captured their own reflection in a mirror and frightened themselves. Still, the unsettling sound, the dark interior, and the brief appearance of that childlike figure have turned this into one of those old-school paranormal clips that refuses to fade away. Instagram user Scary Encounter has shared a chilling video captured by CCTV in a hospital in Thailand. The footage shows a patient lying motionless on a bed, when suddenly, something strange seems to rise from the body. What makes this clip even more terrifying is the reaction of the hospital staff. According to witnesses, the doctors and nurse on duty were so frightened that they were among the first to run out of the room. Moments later, they were seen huddled together, praying for protection, an extremely unusual reaction for trained medical professionals. While some viewers believe this might be genuine evidence of a soul leaving the body, others remain doubtful. Is this simply a trick of the light, an insect on the camera lens, or could we actually be witnessing something truly paranormal?
2.
A man named Jesus from Guatemala explains that for the last few weeks, his daughter has been crying.
A family in Guatemala called in a priest after their young daughter spent weeks claiming she could hear strange noises and see objects moving on their own in her bedroom. What the priest discovered left the entire family terrified. The priest's attention was quickly drawn to the bed frame. After showing that his hands were empty, he cut into the frame and asked the father to inspect it.
¿Ya? Abajo de las manos y ahí lo vaya. Abajo. Busque.
Inside was a black bag containing a wax figure, an object often associated with witchcraft and believed to hold curses. Was this the source of the disturbing activity? Or had this sinister figure been hidden there long before the family moved in? A black wax figure used in witchcraft is known as a black figure candle.
1.
During a late-night séance in a house said to be haunted, a paranormal investigation team experienced a shocking moment that was caught on tape. In the video, a metal rod suddenly rises behind the group's medium while no one was nearby. The location, a business that regularly hosts ghost hunts, already had a spooky reputation. This incident seemed to confirm the presence of something like a poltergeist. However, this strange clip sparked heated discussions online. Many viewers pointed out the rod's unusually smooth movement and speculated that it had been pulled with fishing line or an invisible string from off-camera. In fact, so many people called the video fake that the forum moderators eventually locked the thread, saying that although they themselves did not see any string, the possibility could not be ruled out.